T-Pain just did a stream with academics, and most people understand that drinking and driving is dangerous, but drinking and streaming can also be dangerous. He ended up trashing a lot of people he used to work with, including Akon, DJ Khaled, and Chris Brown. Now, some of my younger viewers don't know who T-Pain is, so let me summarize. T-Pain started rapping in 1999 in a group called the Nappy Heads, and in 2004, they made a parody of a song called Locked Up, which was originally written by Akon, and when Akon caught wind of the song, he decided to sign T-Pain as a songwriter for him and an artist. And between 2005 and 2010, T-Pain was killing it, and if somebody wanted a hit, then they would put T-Pain on the hook. Now, I'm not exaggerating when I say he had over 20 platinum singles during that time, including one that sold over 10 million records alone. And besides music, he made appearances in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, The Cleveland Show, Robot Chicken, Squidbillies, and he starred in a TV movie called Freaknik. Now, where did it go wrong for T-Pain? There were a few things. Since he was one of the first artists to popularize autotune, people used that to take away his credibility, saying that autotune makes it so if you can't sing, this program will do all the work for you. You can just yell into the microphone and it'll turn it into a hit. It doesn't actually work like that, but that's what people used to believe. Now, Jay-Z made a song called Death of Autotune, a band called Death Cab for Cutie wore ribbons to protest autotune, and Christina Aguilera wore a shirt that said autotune is for pussies. It became controversial to use it. Since T-Pain was known as the autotune guy, he took the biggest hit. However, autotune was used before T-Pain by artists like Jennifer Lopez, Cher, and Tim McGraw. Artists like Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and will.i.am were influenced by T-Pain to use autotune in a similar way, and in the early 2010s, T-Pain had a few hits, but later into the decade, he had trouble selling records, and as a result of his spending habits, buying 36 cars, including a Bugatti and 3 houses, T-Pain went flat broke. T-Pain was able to recover from his financial problems by releasing 2 independent albums and becoming a successful Twitch streamer. He also went on a game show called The Masked Singer, where he proved that he could sing without autotune. And recently, he went on stream with DJ Academics to speak his mind on a few things. One being that his former boss Akon used to use a double for live performances. Akon had his brother, who kind of looks like him, perform for him, while Akon performed somewhere else at the same time. Now, I don't see an issue. Santa Claus uses doubles, dictators use doubles, famous criminals uses doubles.
Like, I just heard about like either Billie Eilish or somebody recently just admitted that they had a double or like an impersonator perform for them.
I came up with body doubles. Nigga, I came up with Boo was doing shows for Akon, nigga.
What? No, stop it.
I know what body doubles was happening.
Wait, no, stop it. No, that never happened.
Oh, nigga.
Boo never did no fucking show. Yo, stop it.
Are you that naive, my nigga?
Nigga, that never happened.
I came up in the beginning. These niggas was getting double the shows every motherfucking month because Boo would go and lip sync
African shit
shows for Akon, nigga.
What?
Nigga, you a trash fan. You a trash fan if you ain't already know that. This shit was happening in 2004.
No, they used to say it. They used to say it, but
nigga,
we had no proof.
Boo would get on that stage and say he was Akon and lip sync the motherfucking lyrics as much as he could, and they would pay for that shit every time. You can do nothing.
Wait, hold on.
Nigga, you pulling up pictures. You need to pull up pictures of Boo and Akon.
Boo.
And say that you wouldn't think that Boo was Akon when he walked on that stage if you heard Akon's voice coming out the speakers.
Oh, this is Boo,
pull
right?
Up, Boo. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, nigga.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
nigga.
Fuck.
Would you not think that was Akon in 2006?
Oh.
T-Pain then brought up Chris Brown. Chris Brown's recent album tanked. It didn't sell a lot of records, so Chris Brown complained about it. Justin Bieber did something similar a few years back when his Yummy song didn't go number one. And T-Pain explained that Chris Brown has a princess complex. That means you get told that you're pretty your whole life and you get away with more than the average person. Like if Nav beat up Rihanna, then people would be outraged. And since Chris Brown did it, people are cool with it. When Chris Brown's album failed, he didn't blame himself, he blamed his audience.
But I know what his faults are. Chris Brown has the princess complex.
What does that mean?
Now, a lot of niggas don't know what the princess complex is. Now, we're gonna take this to something that is controversial, but it's not controversial. So basically, the princess complex is when a young girl grows up in a family or in the surroundings where every day she gets called a princess, she gets called pretty, she's the prettiest girl in the world, blah, 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 blah. All that shit.
A spoiled bitch, basically.
It's not spoiled. It's not spoiled. Spoiled is different. Spoiled is just when you get what you want, when you cause a fuss about something.
Okay.
The princess complex is when you not only get what you want, but you get the accolades of a pretty person for doing absolutely fucking nothing and just being pretty. Now,
how do you overcome that then? Okay,
no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. The second that the first real motherfucker comes to you and say, "Hey, you ain't that fucking pretty," it's over. Breakdown, Twitter outrage, everything. Now this is my nigga, and I'm not saying that he has that
in the same way, or at least giving it the same opportunity like I give.
But here's the thing: you have to have gone through both sides of that. You have to have gone through things going bad. You have to have gone through, oh shit, when I dropped this shit was going crazy, and when I dropped this, it didn't go so well. So now I need to adjust. That's the thing. That's the shit that I've gone through. But with Chris, every time he dropped, it's always gone really fucking good. Every fucking time. So now it's like, y'all must have done something wrong, because I've done the same thing that I've done every time that the shit has gone great. So now, y'all must have done something wrong, because it ain't me. It ain't me. I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking Chris Brown. So...
Now, T-Pain also said that Tupac is not as lyrical as some rappers today. If he was still alive, people would disrespect him and eat him up. And honestly, if Tupac was still alive, would people give him the same amount of respect? Probably not. You see how people clown Eminem, people clown J. Cole, people are starting to clown Kendrick. It's like anyone who isn't ignorant gets clowned. Tupac comes from a time where people respected the dead. Nowadays, if a rapper dies, another rapper will celebrate it over a Carly Rae Jepsen beat. I agree with Payne that Tupac would not fit in this era.
Pac would have got killed sooner.
Yes.
And he would have got his ass ate the fuck up. Lyricism.
Whoa, what?
Hey, yo.
Lyricism wise, Pac would have got fucking ridiculously murdered. Because niggas out here for real. Bro, Pac was the crazy lyricist at our time because ain't nobody else have no platform.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna disagree respectfully with that, just because look at what drill music is now. Like, lyrics, it's all about disrespect. And when you say, yo, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If the platforms would have been what they are now, Pac would have got ate the fuck up. What we look at as Pac's greatest lyrics right now is peanuts to what we hear today.
There you go.
But if we would have had social media back then and everybody would have been able to have their opinion, there would have been way the fuck more disrespectful at the time. And niggas would have been dying. Niggas would have been dying to be more disrespectful than Pac.
Yep.
If Pac was alive right now, they would have discredited everything he would have said just because he was old. That's it. He would have been saying the same thing as the young years, but it would have been less credit because he was old. Talk to me nice. Tell me that shit wouldn't be the motherfucking truth, bro.
Well,
tell me it wouldn't.
If he was older, yeah, like would it discredit everybody?
That's what I'm saying. If Pac was alive right now,
yo, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
It would have been 20 years later.
Let me ask you a question.
He would have been talking that same shit that he been talking from the beginning, but somebody younger would have came and talked that shit a little more disrespectful, would have stepped on somebody's grave, and then that would have been the new nigga, and then all of a sudden Pac would have been out of fucking style.
Hold on.
Finally, T-Pain called out DJ Khaled for not giving him royalties. Some of their collaborations went platinum, and T-Pain didn't see much from it.
Yeah, I wrote that shit.
You got to publish it though.
I wrote the Fed Up, the Fed Up record that Usher sang.
No, you didn't.
For Khaled.
You lie. Hold on, you didn't do that shit.
You better look it up.
Nigga, loud. Like I was looking at that like, he's just doing this shit with his homies type shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Ask him how much he paid his homies for that shit.
You got paid for that shit. Pain.
1,500 T-Pain?
No, Pain got paid for that. Don't listen to Pain.
1,500?
Yo, Pain.
I got publishing.
DJ Khaled is the type of guy to have 30 relevant artists on his album. Of course, he's not giving each one $500,000. Tyler, the Creator, said it best. He puts the whole industry on his album, and he still doesn't go #1. As for T-Pain, he didn't say anything wrong. Some artists do sketchy stuff for extra money, and some other artists can't handle it when their career is declining. Chris Brown might be going down the same road as R. Kelly. As soon as he becomes irrelevant, people are gonna start calling him out on the crimes he committed. Anyway, respect to T-Pain, one of my favorite artists. I'm out.